Guys, something crazy just happened, and it looks like we might finally have our answer for who one of the DLC characters is going to be for Suicide Squad. Do you guys know who the DLC character is? Do you guys know who I'm going to be talking about? Guys, I just learned this from Twitter. If you guys don't know, Miller Ross, he's our #1 guy that we're going to for all these different leaks and confirmations about the game, and he just came out on Twitter telling us he apparently knows who one of the DLC characters is, and he just fully spoiled all the different stuff about this character. If you guys remember a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago, I don't remember anymore, if you remember back then, we got a bunch of these different emojis teasing who the DLC characters are going to be for the game, and one of the emojis is a scale by the looks of it. Guys, we were trying to figure out for the longest time on what character this is going to be. We don't know of any character that has anything to do with scales, and from all these confirmations and leaks just by Miller Ross, he is apparently telling us that this scale is supposed to represent a new DLC character, original character, and it is a character named Lawless, guys. This scale is a character named Lawless, and we know who Lawless is, guys. So the character Lawless, guys, this character is a new original character that we've never seen or heard of before, okay? But the character, the actual alias, the real name of Lawless, we do know this character. This is a character that we've all known of for a while now. Essentially, this is just another Arkham Knight situation. Arkham Knight is an original character, but Jason Todd is not. Lawless is an original character, but Zoe Lawton is not an original character, guys. Zoe Lawton is Lawless for this game. That's right, guys. The daughter of Deathstroke, not Deathstroke, the daughter of Deadshot himself, Zoe Lawton, is the daughter of Deadshot. Fuck. Floyd Lawton is the father of Zoe Lawton, and we see it right here in this picture, guys. We saw the image of Zoe Lawton in the alpha for the game, and we can finally apparently start talking about the alpha because the NDA finally dropped, so I'm sure we can start talking about that in the comments and even future videos. So yeah, guys, Zoe Lawton, or Lawless, is apparently one of the DLC characters for the game, and if I'm being completely honest, if I had to imagine how a lot of people feel, I don't know if they're excited for this. I'd imagine they're excited for a new character like Lawless, but I'm not sure if they wanted another Arkham Knight situation where they wanted a character that we already know to be this new character. I'd imagine that Lawless was going to be an original character, not an original character that we know who the real name of is, and we've seen this person before. We learned all of this from Miller Ross on Twitter. Let me show you guys the full conversation. So the conversation started out like this. This guy named Ozzy was asking Miller Ross the question, can we expect any visuals from the other DLC characters from you, or are we waiting for the next insider? There are no visuals of Freeze Face in the alpha client to the best of my understanding. There are a couple of clown emojis that the other people have shared. I already showed off Deathstroke. What is it? The scale has one image that nobody else seemed to have picked up on, might share. And then he came back with that comment asking us, do you guys want to see the scale emoji? What if I told you that you've already seen her? In fact, I've already tweeted an image of her. Meet Zoe Lawton, aka Lawless, the scale emoji. She's grown up since that photo was taken, but not enough to know her better. Her and her crew are smuggling in Kaluan weapons from the Metropolis invasion to steal from Gotham's elite in Robin Hood style heist. Wealth redistribution, she'd say. To a certain crowd, she's a hero. Her adoring fan base never misses one of her live streams. That's the kind of popularity every teenager dreams of, but she's made too many powerful enemies to go public. The only thing standing between her and a bullet is her secret identity. That, and maybe her trusty gravity warping gauntlet. She'll need it if she expects to survive her time in Task Force X, not to mention the family drama. Lawless joined Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League in Season 3 of post-launch later this year. Like the mysterious Arkham Knight before her, Zoe suiting up as Lawless is an original machination of the team at Rocksteady, and I expect she'll similarly wind up in corners of DC canon before long. So what do you guys think of this, huh? This is apparently the new DLC character we're going to be getting in Season 3 of Suicide Squad this year. Miller Ross is apparently telling us that Lawless is going to be using anti-gravity gauntlet stuff or whatever for traversal. Some other stuff in his comments are talking about how she uses some of this gravity gauntlet stuff to do some moon jumps around the map. Also, one more thing, guys. This is apparently only just leaks and at this point, I can highly believe this is going to be the actual thing, and it's going to end up happening. But this is just being told by Miller Ross, so I'm sure we're probably going to be getting more actual 1000% confirmed details about the DLC characters in Suicide Squad's next Insider Episode 3, whenever that ends up happening. Maybe it's going to happen in the next couple of days. Maybe it happens next week. They said they were going to talk about more post-launch content. Maybe they're going to be revealing some of the characters that are going to be in this game. We apparently know that Lawless is one of the DLC characters, and guys, I gotta keep on telling you, please, use your brains. Deathstroke is obviously going to be a DLC character, so it should be no surprise at all that he's probably going to be revealed to us at some point. It's like I said, guys, all of this just happened the other hour, a few hours ago. Well, it depends on when you're watching the video, but yeah, this happened today, and I can't believe this is already happening, guys. We haven't even gotten any 100% confirmed DLC from Suicide Squad yet from Rocksteady. We're all getting it from Miller Ross. He's He's showed us all these different emojis. If we're being smart, we obviously know Deathstroke's going to be one DLC character. We know Lawless is apparently going to be one of the next DLC characters. And I'm sure that Miller Ross is probably going to provide us with more information on possible DLC characters, possible story leaks, all this other stuff that you can follow him on Twitter right now. I'm going to leave his link in the description, so make sure you guys go follow him and see what he has to say about the game.